What's going on, guys? It is Frankie here. It's been a while, but we are back here to break down this Sixers-Rockets game that just ended, and a Houston Rockets victory here tonight, headlined by yet another great performance from James Harden. And we have to ask, is it the cornrows? No, not really. That was a very interesting look he pulled off today. I feel all right about it. It's just weird seeing. I'm so used with him with the hair, and it's just like, to see him with the headband. It was strange to me. But hey, it doesn't matter what he's wearing as long as he's scoring points like that. And look, we can get on James Harden for all the missed shots and sometimes, but we just have to step back and realize this is probably the best scorer we've seen in this game since Wilt. The way he's just able to get, whether it's the way he hits the threes, the way he's able to get into the lane, and then the ability to get into the lane and get fouled and make free throw after free throw. I mean, yet again tonight, 12 for 12 from the free throw line. 13 for 24 from the field, 6 for 12 from 3. I mean, just terrific. And on a night when Russell Westbrook it was not the best Russell Westbrook performance we've seen. He was 9 for 22, 1 for 2 from 3. He still scored 20. And he did get a lot of help tonight from Clint Capella, 12 for 16 from the field, 30 points. And tonight was about Harden. And yet again, this guy offensively does things that are just remarkable to see. Again, the ability to score at will like that. It is amazing, and he did it again tonight. And this is the thing when I get into the Rockets, the thing that always interests me, confuses me, is that we know this team is very up and down. This is the kind of team that can lose to the Warriors on Christmas when everybody just falls flat, especially Westbrook, who will just jack up threes and kept missing them. And then tonight, they go up against a really good Philadelphia team, and here they go, another win, and Harden's great. And the thing I've said before about Harden, he makes 40 points boring. 44 points again. He's averaging 38 points on the season. I don't know what it is after tonight, but as of before today, he was averaging 38. That's going to go a little bit up because of what he did today. It's just ridiculous. Again, his offensive talent is ridiculous. Again, we've never seen a score like this ever. Celtics won 109-106 over Atlanta. Wow, impressive. I guess it's Atlanta, so but close game there. What's up, Niso? It's good to see you again. James Harden and what he's able to do every single night in terms of scoring. Again, you might not like the hero ball attitude. You might not like that it's just him. It's just him driving up to the lane and then him trying to figure out what the heck he's going to do. Without much help from his team. You can criticize all that and the missed shots. And when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's great, like we saw yet again tonight, it is spectacular. And we saw it here yet again from him in another great performance. Most of the talk on social media was about the headbands, the cornrows. But 44, 11, and 10, 54% from the field, 6 out of 12 from 3. And on a night when I thought the Sixers actually defended him pretty well, and he still scored 40. It is just insane to him. He's almost averaging 40 points a game, and those last few threes where they were all up in his face trying to get him to not get that basket in, and somehow does it yet again. Got both of them in. The step back, just beautiful from Harden. And again, he scores 44 tonight to lead the Rockets to a 118-108 win. Again, what kind of Rockets are we going to get come playoff time in 3 months? We will see. We will find out. Again, they are a team that, even though they're 23-11, don't play defense. When they both go cold, it's bad. We know about their problems in the playoffs. But when these two, or at least when one of them is playing like this, you don't really need the other one to be as good as as he needs to be. But this was great tonight. Harden again was great. Capella scoring 30, Westbrook 20, Eric Gordon scoring 12, even though he was 3 for 13 from the field. No one else really. There was only 4. Oh gosh. There was 4 guys tonight who scored 12 points, and it was 6, 3, and 3. And PJ Tucker was in the game for 37 minutes and 1 shot. PJ Tucker was in the game for 37 minutes. That's 3 quarters and 1 minute of the fourth quarter, and he's had 1 shot. Oh my gosh! Welcome to the Harden Westbrook era. Gosh, fun to again. It might be a pain sometimes, but you know what? When it's getting in, when the ball's going in like that, I find it hard to imagine the care. So a great win for Houston tonight. They're 23-11 now, and again, it helps erase a little bit of the embarrassment that was last week losing to the Warriors on Christmas Day. So good win for Houston. As far as the Sixers, I can imagine the Brett Brown, the Fire Brett Brown chant will continue. Looking at this, I'm surprised they didn't do it last year. Because after last year, after the gut-wrenching loss to Toronto, people were like, all right, maybe now it's time for them to move on. And, it's just... It's the same problems. The same problems with this team. Ben Simmons, again, I've gone on and on. The 3-point line, please. It would be nice to get to it. What are the Sixers going to do with Al Horford here going forward? Who are they going to add? What are they going to do with Horford coming up in the deadline? There are these questions that Philadelphia is going to have to ask itself. And again, when you look tonight at the Sixers, and offensively from their big three guys tonight, I mean, Simmons was 13 for 20 from the field, which is pretty good. No threes. Embiid could have been better. He was 7 for 17 at 20 points. Tobias Harris, 8 for 18, but he did have 24 points. And everybody else, Burke had 11. Horford and Richardson, Horford 3 for 8 tonight, 7 points. Richardson, 2 for 10. A struggling performance tonight. And again, you continue to ask yourself, what's the Embiid-Simmons combination? Every week we go back and forth on this. Is this going to work? Does the Embiid-Simmons combination with two players of this talent, they should be winning more? On Christmas Day, it's like, okay, that's what we need. And then we'll have a game like this where it's just like, oh gosh, they're very on and off. Hey Trevor, Trump started a war. I'm gonna move on from that. I just. You guys can argue about that in Twitter. This is a war-free zone here on the Frankie G YouTube page. Harden needs a ring. To really, because he's always going to have critics like this until he gets his ring. He's always, Karl Malone, Stockton, all these guys, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton, all these guys, no rings, and always have these like little asterisks next to them. If you're James Harden, you're going to need that to really again validate yourself to your greatness. Step back threes are just hurting those Sixers. Oh gosh, again, those last few threes he shot tonight, the last two, gut-wrenching. And again, you're Philadelphia, you couldn't have defended that any better than the way you did. And he still got him off. Swish. That has to be the most demoralizing feeling as a defender, when you've done everything you can, when it's about as well of a defended shot as you can get it to be. You played top-notch defense, and he still gets it in. From 3. Lakers versus Pelicans are next. I'm not going to do a Lakers-Pelicans game tonight. I know some of you might. I don't. All right, fine. The Pelicans stink. We know this. I don't really care about New Orleans. I care about the Lakers. The Pelicans just. It's got to be two teams that are really great. And this is. I will be doing a Pelicans game because the Pelicans are playing the Knicks a few weeks from now, and that'll be on TNT. So I'm going to broadcast that game. I'll recap that game, even though I don't know how many of you are going to be interested. But it's like, all right, it's Knicks. It's a Knicks Nets. I'll have to talk about it. So, and the Lakers and Pelicans are starting here. The LeBron, Anthony Davis combo. Shout out again to my friend Thomas, who is a huge Pelicans fan, who told me tonight they're going to win. Told me tonight they're going to win. Lonzo Ball, please shoot. It would be great if Lonzo Ball could shoot, accurate. But just the many problems right now with the Pelicans. Mainly they don't have Zion. And by the way, yes, no water tonight. Only apple juice. That's fine. There's a lot of great players without a ring, of course. And we can go on and on about the great players in this NBA, and I named most of them. AI as well, who don't have a ring. And it does leave, again, it's that one validation. You didn't get the title. You didn't win the championship. It's that last validation that haunts a lot of players. And again, there's so many players. Look at how we viewed LeBron until he won his first ring. Look at how we viewed KD until he won his first ring. Look at the way we still view Harden and Westbrook without their rings. Those rings are so important. They just validate so much, and so they're gonna need that now. What's up, Frankie? Good to see you, Morris. How are you? Just talking about again a great win for Houston tonight. And goodness for Philadelphia. And again, people are going to go crazy here tonight for Philadelphia. What if they lost 4 in a row? Sixers have now lost 4 in a row. They lose to Orlando by 1. And look at this. They lose to Orlando by 1. They lose to Miami by 1 in overtime. They get blown up by Indiana. Now they lose to Houston. And now you're home to Oklahoma City, home to Boston, at Dallas, at Indiana. Not the easiest schedule here. It's just like, oh gosh, if you're the Sixers, you got to stop the bleeding. If you're Philadelphia, you have to, under any circumstance, stop the bleeding. Looking at the Sixers Twitter account and so many tweets: fire Brett Brown, Al Horford's bad, fire Brett Brown, trade players, don't come back to Philly. I know this is a stupid question, but why Kawhi Leonard has 2 rings and Harden has no rings? Kawhi Leonard was on better teams. 2014, the Spurs, that was a great team. And Kawhi was not the best player on that team, but he was the best player in that finals. He was on a team with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, and a real deep team where everybody was scoring around him. Kind of like this Toronto team that he had 5 years later, he was just on better. And again, he stepped up in those. He was the best player in the finals in both of those championships. James Harden, the only finals James Harden has been to, 2012, he was the worst. He was one of the worst. Remember back in James Harden in 2012, how awful he was in that finals, how he completely let his team down. Kawhi had more help, easy, yes. Kawhi did. Kawhi had a lot more help. In both of those finals, everybody was scoring. In both of them, he had Danny Green. So, I mean, again, when you just have that, when you have those guys around you, it's not just a one-player league. As great as Michael Jordan was, he still needed Scottie Pippen, and then eventually Dennis Rodman. Eventually you need those guys to come through. You need everybody. I mean, look, even Jordan, he needed John Paxton to hit the game-winning shot in 93. He needed Steve Kerr to hit the game-winning shot in 97. You need these guys to come through and score. That makes sense. It does. I hope so. So... That's what I'm feeling right now about that. By the way, yet again, this happened over the break. I cannot wait for the Jordan Bulls documentary on the 98 season. Cannot wait for that. Oh my gosh, I am so pumped. So pumped. But that looks like this is the most amazing. It looks like it's going to be like OJ Made in America-esque in terms of the level of quality attached to it. I can't wait for it. So that's going to be great. Same with Kobe Bryant. Exactly, yeah. Well, when Kobe won the title, we were all like, we all knew he was great. Although there were some people going, oh, he wasn't the best player. See anything good or just school again? No, I've been over the last week. No, I've just been relaxing, taking time off. There wasn't really much to talk about. We will be back tomorrow after the NFL games. We will be back tomorrow night after the football games. We will have what are we gonna have? We're gonna have the two football games tomorrow. We will have a live reaction to both of those games, so keep an eye on that too. Kobe need help too. Exactly. Kobe had Paul Gasol. Kobe had Ron Artest, for crying out loud. Kobe had Lamar Odom. Kobe had guys that, again, no one wins a title alone. I mean, again, especially in the NBA, no one ever wins a title alone. It's why LeBron could, as great as LeBron was in 2007, he couldn't win that title because that team was not good enough. And he had to, so they just ran into that Spurs team that just swept them. So, oh gosh. So, yeah, if you're Philadelphia here, it's just... What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to stop? You're gonna stop the bleeding on a 4-game losing streak. Harden just destroyed you, and you gotta figure out what the heck is you gonna do? What the heck are you gonna do? Is Brett Brown the coach for the future? I thought at the end of last year they were gonna get rid of him. Is it? I mean, I don't really hate Brett Brown, but it's just like it just seems like that coaching just does not work with this team. That he just does not fully understand how to coach these players, or doesn't get the best out of these players, specifically Embiid and Simmons. And again, this Sixers team is great. Again, when you have Simmons and Embiid like this, you should be way better than you are. We shouldn't be asking, are they going to show up? And so yeah, if you're Elton Brand, you've got to figure out, what are you going to do? Who are you going to trade for? What are you going to get? And by the way, you're really missing Jimmy Butler right about now. Frankie in his room all break, drinking some brews. No. It's not what I was doing. What about Dirk? Oh, yeah, that's right. We thought, I think after Steve Nash left, and then they kind of just were like there in the Western Conference playoffs for a few years, we just kind of closed the book on them. It's like, all right, fine, they're done. And then he wins that year at 2011. Jason Kidd, Sean Murray, and a bunch of other guys. Tyson Chandler. That really just... Again, they were able to beat LeBron. They were able to beat the Miami Heat, one of the most stunning upsets in NBA history. Again, because they had a bunch of guys coming through, and we didn't know about. Again, we knew Dirk was great, but that finals really elevated it. Like I'm one of the greatest of all time. Are there any improved players on the Rockets or the Sixers? Embiid and Simmons. I can't say. I guess I could say Embiid is improved from last year, considering Embiid has now taken 2 more 3-pointers and made them. Or Simmons. Again, Embiid is very consistent. Although again, Embiid, Embiid was great on Christmas, and then tonight, could do better on any team. I guess you could say Capella. Capella's good. Harden and Westbrook, they're just. I guess you could say Harden's been improved this year in terms of scoring. Harden's raised that. I think he was scoring 36 points a game last year. He's scoring 38 now. He has taken a step up this year. So I also do want to say there aren't many of you here in the chat, but if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down there below for more content like this. We'll be back tomorrow after the NFL games. We'll have the 2 live reactions to those. What are the NFL games tomorrow? I should know this again, but I've been out all week. I've been busy. So it's Bills, Texans, and Titans, Patriots tomorrow. And we'll be live after both of those games, so we'll have that. And then Sunday we'll be live after Vikings, Saints, and Seahawks and Eagles. So a lot of good stuff here coming out in the next few days. Antetokounmpo. Well, yeah, Antetokounmpo is... Antetokounmpo has been improved this year. Again, which I didn't think was possible, but, he even stepped up even again from last year. And his greatness of last year, he stepped up again. We have to wonder... We know he's great, but it will officially... And no one really... Here's the thing. No one really hates Antetokounmpo right now. Almost everyone loves him. He's the most loved guy in the NBA. 5 more years of this team, of him not winning a championship, and eventually the tide's going to turn. When do the Ravens play? The Ravens play next week. The Ravens do not play this week. We'll find out who they play on Saturday. But the Ravens will get a home game next week, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs. So... We got 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. It's going to be great. Again, the Bills-Texans at 4:30 on ABC, and Titans-Patriots 8 o'clock on CBS. Vikings-Saints 1 o'clock Sunday on Fox. Seahawks-Eagles 4 o'clock on on NBC. I like Antetokounmpo, but who doesn't love Antetokounmpo? I think everybody's made it clear they love Antetokounmpo. Again, but eventually, I feel like this is going to turn. Eventually, people are going to be sick of him because where's the titles? Where's the ranks? Brady is y'all daddy. He's not my... He's the Jets daddy, yes. I'm not down the Patriots yet. I'm not giving up on this team yet. There's no way I'm doing it. You're going to have to convince me a lot to convince me this team is dead. It's not happening. Okay. Didi got traded from the Yankees? No, Didi didn't get traded. Didi signed with the Phillies. Lakers and Pelicans blocked out for me. Sorry about that, man. We're not... by the way, if it's blocked out for you, which again, sorry, Lakers up on Pelicans right now, 17-12. We're not doing a Lakers-Pelicans recap, mainly because this isn't really a game that interests me, mainly because of the Pelicans. The Lakers interest me, the Pelicans don't. Yeah, I know, I've heard about Simmons and Kendall Jenner. I don't care. That's another thing I don't care about. I don't care about the Kardashians. There are people that exist, and again, I don't really have any major interest in them. Didi did not get traded from the Yankees. Didi got signed with the Phillies, and Lakers and Pelicans. Sorry that got blocked out. But hi JTube, thank you guys again all for joining us here. Also, do want to spend a couple minutes on since we were away for the last week, and again, keep asking questions here in the comment section. Do want to spend a few minutes on a few guys on some things that happened over the week when we were away. First thing, David Stern passed away. I don't really know what else I can add to what has already been added to David Stern's and what people have been saying about his greatness as a commissioner. Probably the second best commissioner of all time, right behind Pete Rozelle, in terms of the way he transformed the sport, how the sport just exploded in popularity when he was commissioner, especially there in the 80s with Larry and Magic. He was the commissioner my entire life. That was the first commissioner. The first commissioners I ever knew. I kind of knew Tagliabue in the NFL. But not really enough to know him. So it was mainly Goodell. It was C-League. It was Bettman, and it was Stern. And again, he was far from perfect. The Donahue stuff was rough. What he did to Seattle was kind of weird. I still have no explanation for the Chris Paul Lakers thing. But for overall, again, the way he expanded the league, expanded the money went up, the ratings, everything was great under his watch, and he was a terrific commissioner, and he will be missed. As far as Kardashians are cancer to the youth. Yeah. Oh gosh. I should have said this. The Kardashians, they exist to me, but yeah, I could see why people would just despise them. Doesn't matter. Astros are owning the Yankees. Yeah, but maybe not this year. Now that we got rid of Gil, maybe that we got Garrett Cole now. Yankees tickets. Goals to see some games for me. I'm getting tickets. I don't know when, but I am getting Yankee tickets this year. Is Michael Porter Jr. For the Nuggets improving? Well, let's go. Let's do a Michael Porter deep dive. Let's do a Michael Porter. Jokic is not improved this year. Jokic is now just fat. Michael Porter The Nuggets are second in the NBA. Even with all the problems about Jokic, the Nuggets are still second right now, which is weird. You thought the Clippers would have been that. Michael Porter. Where's... Oh, no, it's minutes. Oh, that's points. He's scoring 6 points a game. Oh, his PER is like 19. All right, stats. Okay, here it is. Oh, this is his first year. 6 points. I guess I can't say whether or not he's improving. Let's see this over the last few games. He's had more time. I mean, a few days ago against Sacramento, he scored 19 points. Scored 11 against Memphis. I guess you could say he's been improving over the last few games. How do you feel about Mookie Betts to the Dodgers and Price? In terms of Mookie Betts, and look, I'm glad. As someone who does not like the Red Sox, I'll be perfectly happy with the Red Sox getting rid of him. I don't know why they're doing this, but it does seem dumb to me. And Price, if they're going to get rid of Price, whatever. I mean, give Price a lot of credit with with what he did in that World Series. He was great. I'm worried that the Yankees... I like Garrett Cole, but I am worried that we just signed another David Price. Although, if that sounds good and bad to me. The good being he did win a championship, so... Yeah, it's surprising. Why would you get rid of Mookie Betts? Who are you picking for the wildcard games this weekend? Alex, I picked all the favorites this week. Usually I try to pick one underdog. This week I just went with all favorites. This week I just felt like, all right, these four teams, they feel the best to me. Again, Texans, I took the Patriots, I took the Saints, and I took the Seahawks. So, yeah, those are my picks there. How does this make the Dodgers better, though? I mean, Mookie Betts is a terrific talent. I mean, I think it helps him again with offense. The problem with Dave Roberts is that Kershaw always chokes in the postseason, and he doesn't know how to use the bullpen. So those are Dave Roberts' problems. Will the Dodgers win the World Series again? They haven't won it in a while, so I don't know if we can say. I guess they can say again from like 30 years ago. Maybe I don't believe in them yet. I gotta see them. I'm sick of seeing the Dodgers always not show up in the postseason. I gotta see it first. You gotta show me that you can do it. Being fair, Astros make players better. Cole might change on the Yankees. The Astros have. I mean, they revitalized Justin Verlander's career. And look what they did with Cole. So it's like, yeah. I think Dodgers are way too young to fall off. No, they're not going to fall off. No, I don't see that. But it's just like, I could see them again getting to the playoffs and just failing again. I want to see this team, if you're going to get to the playoffs, be competitive. I mean, I guess you were the last two World Series, but there was just so much choking in there. They'll be relevant for the next 5 years. No, I agree with that. I agree they'll be relevant there. But my goodness. Again, they're way too talented to not be. Especially, again, if they had Mookie Betts. Also, just want to say, speaking of baseball, the other sad passing that affected me was the passing of Don Larsen. Even though he was 90 years old, he lived a long, full life. It was still sad. Back in 1956, my grandpa went to that game, Game 5, Yankees-Dodgers. I will still argue the greatest pitched game in the history of baseball. Because here it is, Game 5, World Series, 2-2. It's now a best of 3. Larsen got rocked, I think, in Game 2. And in Game 2, I think he gave up 4 runs. He lasted 1 2/3 innings. It was awful. And then the Yankees won Game 3 and Game 4. Here we go. Game 5, 1956 World Series. They give the ball to Larsen after he is terrible in Game 2. And he comes in there again and pitch against 5 Hall of Famers. Campanella, Drysdale, Reese, Robinson, and Snyder. And he shuts them all out. Perfect game. 27 up, 27 down. The only one ever to do it in a World Series game. He was the most mediocre, average pitcher of all time. And he threw the most amazing game in the history of baseball. The image of Yogi jumping into his arms. An all-timer. They win the World Series. They get the revenge on the Dodgers for what they did the year before. It's one of the great moments in the history of baseball. It's one of the great moments in the history of sports. Larsen was a constant professional. Always handling it. Always doing interviews about it. Always just being, always... At every interview he did about it, he would tell the same story over and over and over again. And again, he was just being a really, really nice guy about it. And again, just always reliving one of the greatest moments in the history of sports. A terrific game, a terrific guy. My favorite Don Larsen memory, 50 years later, they had the Old Timers Day game here at the Yankee Stadium. And Yogi got introduced. They had Larsen introduced to celebrate his 50th. And then they had Yogi introduced. And they're like 70 at this point. There might be 80. And Yogi just jumped into Larsen's arms. Just the way he did it 50 years earlier. It was not as smooth. I think he almost knocked Larsen down, but it was hilarious. It was perfect Yogi. And so that's my memory of, again, my grandpa watched it. He always told me Dale Mitchell was the final call third strike on that gave Larsen the perfect game. And Sal Mitchell threw that game for the Dodgers. So the barber, Sal Mitchell. So Don Larsen, again, pitched the greatest game in the history of baseball. 90 years old, a true Yankee legend, Mr. Perfect. He wasn't a legend, but he had one legendary game. And our thoughts and prayers are with his family as well. Frankie's top NBA players. Right now, I still think LeBron's number one. You got LeBron, you got Giannis, you got Harden. I'm trying to get a good list here. I can't say KD because KD's hurt right now, so I gotta wait for him. Oh, that's a nice dunk on Anthony Davis. LeBron, Giannis, Harden, Giannis, Harden, Anthony Davis, Kawhi, Luka, PG. Those are the big ones right now. I think the Titans are going to upset. I just have a feeling they will. Tannehill's playing so much better than the Titans than the Dolphins. Yes, because he's not being coached by Adam Gase. Yeah, he's playing well right now. I'm going to stick with New England just because I'm not going to give up on the Patriots yet. I'm not going to do it. I've been burnt too many times, but I'm not going to do it this time. Although, again, this would not be a shock if they got upset, considering the way Tennessee's playing right now and the way New England's been so bad. What if the 2018 Rockets played against the 2016 Cavs? I think 2016 Cavs win. You have LeBron, Kyrie, Love, and that great combination. I'll give the edge to them. How do you feel about everything going on in the world? I'm assuming you're saying what happened yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Let's all hope and pray that it'll all work out. Let's just hope that none of us have to go into the draft. Let's just hope that none of us have to go. There's no war. Let's just hope. Peace. Give peace a chance. That's my rant. David Stern died Wednesday. Yes, I did a little memorial on him earlier in the show. But yeah, very, very sad to see him go on. Who's the greatest passer in NBA history? I was going to say Stockton, Kidd. Greatest passers. Pistol Pete. We got Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was a beautiful passer when I watched him back in the day. Magic. Duh. Why did I was like, yeah, Magic. But Magic, Stockton, Kidd, Nash. A lot of great ones. Thanks for that take. Thank you, Legal Ice Ranch. Stockton, have you heard about the Kawhi, LeBron, Harden, Luka Davis? That's fine. Have you heard about the wildfire in Australia? Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it. Again, just awful. There's a lot of craziness in the world. Let's just hold on for dear life. And LeBron. Yeah, LeBron's a great passer too. Again, that's the thing about LeBron is just his all-around basketball talent. Favorite thing on women? Their wonderful personality. So, yeah. Also wanted to say, Ron Rivera hired by the Redskins. Good move. Great move by the Redskins. About the best move that you can make. About the best coach out there. One of the best coaches out there. Two-time coach of the year. It wasn't working anymore in Carolina. He's a good man, a good coach. Will it work out? Probably not because it's the Redskins, but you leave it open. Do we like to declare war on someone? I don't. What happened yesterday? Do we like to declare war on somebody? Google it. Let's just hope for the best. Let's just hope for the best. That's all I'm saying. Jason Kidd. Oh yeah, I think I said Jason Kidd. I said a bunch of names: Kidd, Nash, Magic, LeBron. So yeah, beauty, just not the exactly. Legalized Ranch. Sup, Rennie? Good to see you. Good to see you guys here tonight. That was great. So I went live on my channel at 10:35, and at 11 o'clock, YouTube said that I now went live. So YouTube sent out the notification to all of you at 11 o'clock. And at 10:35, I started streaming. So thank you, YouTube, for being just awful at your job. And not sending out the notification immediately. I was talking at 10:35 it started, and YouTube did not send out the notification until 11. That is the wonder of folks of YouTube. That is the just absolutely great service that YouTube brings you on a daily basis. So sorry that we're late on that. Any other questions here, guys? Any other comments? What do you think? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? I've been back and forth on this. Right now I'm leaning towards Ravens-Niners. And I know I don't want to rule out New England. And there's a lot of good teams right now. But I can only pick two. I'm going to go with the teams that have the home field advantage. I'm going to go with the Ravens and I'm going to go with the Niners. Two most complete teams right now to me. Again, they have the home field. They're my picks right now. And it's not a guarantee because there's no way I can guarantee any of this right now. But, again, those are the two teams I'm leaning towards right now. Ravens and Niners, I think, again, they're the most complete teams. I think they're the best teams. Which NBA player fights the most? I'll just go run our test for the easy one. Okay, what's up, Gabriel? War hasn't been declared yet, but it is close. Yeah, personality. Yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, I like people, I love girls who are just nice and kind and caring and funny. And, this is my kind of people. You do you. Absolutely, Gabriel. You do you as well. Gosh. And again, we should clarify. War has not been declared yet. We do want to clarify. We don't want to send any. War has not been declared. So that is official. That is whatever. That is the ruling right now. So, it was funny on Twitter today. Seeing, and we try not to get into politics, but today it was hard not to. It was funny on Twitter seeing World War III trend, and I just sunk into my seat. It was just like, oh. Seems like it's more lust than love with Morris. I mean, again, you guys do you. Legalize it can be both. Again, I just you guys want what you want. I just, as long as it's legal. I just want nice people. That's all. Again, you could be a beautiful person on the outside, and ugly, nasty person on the inside. And I'd rather have the nice, sweet person on the inside. Which NBA player is the nicest? I'm gonna go Giannis right now because everyone seems to love Giannis. No one hates Giannis. For years, everyone loved Curry, and then they turned on him. When are we gonna turn on Giannis? Not that I want to, but I just feel like that's coming. I just feel like that's happening. I just feel like any moment now, the entire country is just gonna just flip, or like at least like 25% of the NBA Twitter is just gonna flip on Giannis. Which I don't want, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous for that. There's no need to. So yeah, I'm leaning right now towards Giannis, but no guarantees here. No guarantees at all. Why would anyone hate on him? Because people, again, I don't know why. It's just people want to hate. Okay, Steph Curry. There are people that hate LeBron. Okay, and LeBron's like a top 5 NBA player of all time. I thought people hate Curry. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, I don't understand people hating talent. Like, I have problems with Harden and Westbrook, but I don't hate them as talents. I'm just frustrated with the way they play. I can't imagine, looking at, a great player like a LeBron or a Giannis or a Luka and just be like, overrated. Like, why would I want to do that? Why can't you just celebrate greatness? Frankie ever hit a homer out of the park? No. I don't know what you're referring to. But no, I've not hit a baseball. I used to hit home runs out of my neighbor's backyard. I used to do that, but never out of the park. Oh, you're referring to World War III won't happen. The problem is we have a lot of our military risk or death. Yeah. So again, I'm just worried about that. Again, I try not to get into it right now. But yeah, let's just not have any wars. Let's just let's all. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start living. What about Kyrie? Yeah, people hate on Kyrie too. Kyrie's a great talent, but they hate his personality. If there's one thing you can not like about Kyrie, it's his personality. It's the way it's the fact that I don't know what's going on with him right now. Like, is he really hurt? That's what I want to know. Is Kyrie really hurt right now? All right, legalize rant. You're getting dangerously close with politics here. Let's move away from it. Again, we try to keep it political free here, but I went into it a little bit too much, so. We shouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. Let's get away from it. So, we're saving our own lives. Sorry for getting off. No problem. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to. It's dangerous waters here. Yeah, we're saving our own lives. That song's great. We Are the World is great. It's true. We'll make a better day. Just you and me. It's a great song. It's a great song. I mean, I don't know if I can say that anymore because it's sung by Michael Jackson. So I don't know if I can say that, but it's a great song. And all the talent in there, I mean, that's like the 92 Dream Team. That's like the 92 Dream Team. I was making this comparison with my dad for some reason. I was saying, We Are the World is the 92 Dream Team. It's the best team ever assembled. Hall of Famers everywhere. This great group of collection. Legendary. Everyone has them. And then the Feed the World song the Do They Know It's Christmas Time Feed the World is like the 96 Dream Team. Where it's really good, it's still great, but no one really talks about it. It's not, it's below the 92 team. It's a really good team, the 96 team, but it's not as memorable or as talked about as the 92 team. What time are you going live tomorrow? Right after the NFL games. So at about 7:50 or at about 7:40 and about 11:40 tomorrow, we'll be live. So get ready for those. Will Rex Ryan coach the Cowboys next? Again, I don't see it. He seems like he's doing ESPN. Oh, and by the way, we should get to that dude. Jason Garrett it looks like he's fired finally. I don't know why it took them so long for them to realize this. He's a terrible coach. Jason Garrett or Jerry Jones for some reason just could not let go of him. So it was just it's rough. It's rough right now with Dallas. It looks like they're finally getting away from Garrett and then moving on to somebody else. Which good. I don't think it should be Rex Ryan though. You got a Twitter? Not yet. I do not have a Twitter yet. Maybe soon I'll have a Twitter, but not yet. Because if I want to start a Twitter, I want to start a Twitter and then immediately have a bunch of followers. I don't want to start a Twitter and then like nobody's there. I want people to know, hey, I have Twitter. So, is the 04 Summer Olympics basketball team the worst ever? I think that is. I think it has to be. I mean, it's been a rough go right now for the U.S. U.S. men's basketball team. All right, so the U.S. men's national basketball team. I want to go over right now their all time. Oh gosh, I want their all time records. Okay, here it is, Olympic records. So since 92, and remember, 92 is when they started allowing NBA players. Gold, bronze, gold. So yeah, 04 is the worst. 04 is a complete disappointment. That was Larry Brown coaching them. And it was just a rough team. So, yeah, that's obviously the worst. Who do you think is going to be the next coach of the Cowboys? No clue at this point. Again, I would suggest Lincoln Riley, but Urban Meyer Cowboys and Lincoln Riley Browns. Sure, again, good move by Cleveland getting rid of Freddie Kitchens. It was time. Why not? The last Olympics team was the worst. No, the last Olympics team won the gold medal. If you're talking about the world team that just went out, I guess you could say they were the worst. That they were a complete disappointment. It's just you gotta try harder to convince these guys. You gotta try harder to convince them. Hey, come here. You know, this is it. This is the best team you're ever gonna play on against. It's a dream team, best players in America. Come on, join them. Look at the coaches that have coached the dream team since the NBA allowed it. The late great Charles Daly, Lenny Wilkins, Rudy Tomjanovich, Larry Brown, Coach K, and Greg Popovich. Mike Krzyzewski. That's a good list. It's an elite list of coaches there. Some of the best ever. And now Pop's coaching. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do this summer. I don't know what that team's going to look like. I'm going to imagine it's going to be a very good team. I don't know how many of those top guys are going to compete. I did hear, I think Jerry Colangelo, who I think is running it, I think he did say, like, we're going to keep an eye on who didn't sign up this last time. It's like, that shouldn't worry you. Whoever, get the best team you can get. You cannot afford to lose. You cannot afford to get embarrassed again. U.S. Olympic team got embarrassed this past summer. Or the U.S. basketball team got embarrassed this past summer. You can't have that happen again. Get the best guys you can get. No excuses. So, yeah. Any other questions here, guys? Any other comments? Or is that it? So, yeah. Bunch of stuff going on right here on the channel. Again, we have the NFL stuff. The every touchdown of the season video. We had an every touchdown video for this entire season. That came out about last Sunday. That came out Sunday. So check that out on our channel. Do you think Mike Francesa can help the Mets? Let me tell you. They asked me to manage the Mets. They asked me. I said no because I got to do this too. I'm a fan. But I could coach the Mets. I could absolutely manage this Mets team. But the bottom line is, I could be a great manager. I could be a great manager. I could be number one. I've been number one for 30 years. So that was a joke for about. If you don't listen to New York Sports Talk Radio, none of you will get that. I probably lost a lot of you, but he was great in Uncut Gems. I got Francesa, acting genius. He was great in Uncut Gems. By the way, we're not going to be able to go long because we have about 10 minutes. The battery life on this thing is very short, and so we're going to have about 10 more minutes here, and then we'll wrap things up. But yeah, so that's where we're going. Again, if you have any more questions, let me know down there in the comment section below. We're gonna be yeah. I guess I won't say it now. That was nice. Thank you. Oh yeah, I listened to Mike and the dog for years. And I gotta tell you, Mikey. You gotta tell me you're great on catch up, Mikey. You were great. Oh, that was a great job, Mikey. Oh gosh. Alright, so yeah. Any more questions, you guys? Any more comments, or we'll wrap things up here? We'll get things going. And again, if you're new to this channel and you like this, make sure you subscribe down there below and hit the notification bell for more content like this. We are nearing 2,400 subscribers. We should be reaching that tomorrow. So, again, thank you guys so much for all the help that you've given me here over the last month, especially in growing this channel. And yeah, again, every single day we're able to find do new and exciting things. So it's great. It's terrific right now what we're doing with this channel. We've been off for a while. What's up, Josiah 2K? Good to see you. We have been a little bit. You know, we have not been here at this channel for a while. We took a week off, about a week off with all the sports stuff. I got sick, but we're good now, and yeah, we're ready to go. Again, we're doing 2 videos Saturday, 2 videos Sunday, and then we'll see what else we do here. But a lot of stuff again coming up here for this channel over the next few days and weeks and months to come. Getting into the NFL playoffs, big time. Got a few NFL videos coming up, a lot of great stuff. Any other questions here, guys? Any other comments? Because again, if there's not, we'll wrap things up here in the next few minutes. We'll get things going. Overall, we have not talked about the game. By the way, it is Lakers 42, Pelicans 30 right now. Again, Thomas, you said Pelicans were going to win, man. Come on, man. What's happening to them? What's their box score right now? The Knicks are losing by 6 to the Suns. Ugh. Just end this miserable season. End this pathetic season. Is Lonzo... All right. Lonzo is 2 for 4 right now. I guess I can't say Lonzo hasn't been shooting. What's your social security? I'm not giving that to you. How you doing? I'm doing well. Can't complain. Can't complain right now. Life's good. Saw some friends today. It's all good. But everything out. Yeah, but the big takeaway again, another terrific performance from James Harden. Another spectacular offensive showing, as this guy constantly does on a night in, night out basis. I don't think we've ever seen anybody, yeah, with the exception of Wilt, who's been able to put up this much offensive, this kind of offensive performance every single night. And we're seeing it yet again tonight. The greatness of James Harden. He showed up again. Lonzo's confidence will never regain. Yeah, I feel that again. I don't hate Lonzo. I know there's some people out there do. I don't hate him. I feel like he's been put in a really bad spot here with his dad and everything. But it was unfortunate. Yeah, I'm losing faith in him again. The Raptors scored 76 points yesterday. Oh gosh, who did they lose to? Raptors lost. I should have known this yesterday. Who did they play yesterday? The Raptors lost to Heat. That's weird. 76 points, and they only lost by 8 because Miami scored 84. Bam Adebayo scored 15. Miami's good. I mean, and Toronto's a good team, and Miami was just a little bit better. And there's the David Stern tributes there. Everybody in the NBA right now has been paying tribute to David Stern over the last few days. It's weird to think he's gone. But again, he was a terrific. He wasn't a perfect commissioner, but he was terrific in what he was able to do. And it's sad that we're gonna lose him. But yeah. Who will win Best Picture? Ooh, this is my kind of question. Right now, I'm leaning towards The Irishman. Let me look at the Oscar odds right now. Again, this is perfect. My kind of question. Okay, that's not it. So right now, again, I think it's The Irishman. I think it's gonna be, even though they've all won it before, this is gonna be like a celebration Oscar for Scorsese, for Pacino, for De Niro, for Pesci. Although actually, right now, Parasite is right. So right now, there's 2 at 3. Well. Parasite's at 3 to 1. Irishman's at 4 to 1. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's 5 to 1. 19 to 17 is 18 to 1. Joker's 9 to 1. So it looks right now it might be Parasite. Now I have heard some things about Parasite. I have not. I believe it's a Korean film. I still right now I'm leaning towards The Irishman. But Parasite, South Korean black comedy thriller film directed by Bong Joon-hoon. First film. So yeah. Okay. Again, I've heard some stuff about this. I don't know if it's in English. If somebody can please tell me if that is. Like, yeah, again, it's spoken in Korean. I don't think it's in English, but I've heard really good things about this film. So yeah, maybe that one will win. And maybe we haven't figured out who's going to win yet. Maybe we're going to find out in the next few weeks with the Golden Globes. We're going to find out a different option, or something else is going to come out of the woodwork. But I mean, who knew Green Book was going to win last year? How do you think? Who do you think will win the NBA championship? The Irishman was too short. Honestly, should have been a series. You're the only person who sat there and said, "The Irishman was too short." You're the only person. Everybody else was like, "Oh, it's too long. It's 3.5 hours." It's not in English. Who do you think will win the NBA championship? Right now, it's a 3-person race. It's a 3-team race. It's Bucks, it's Clippers, it's Lakers. Right now, I'm leaning towards Milwaukee, but it's ever so close. It's Milwaukee, Clippers, Lakers. I just feel like Giannis is the best player right now in the NBA, and it's going to be very hard for somebody to stop him going forward. I think Milwaukee has the slight edge, but look out for the Clippers, look out for the Lakers, and you have to wonder, is Chris Middleton the guy that can come through in a big series? Can Chris Middleton be the second best guy on your team and lead you to a title? But it's really close right now. So, yeah, I wish it was too short. Again, I love that. Yeah, it's not in English, so if I'm gonna watch it, like I'm guessing there's subtitles in it. Either Lakers or Nuggets. I'm not totally sold on the Nuggets right now. Again, the Nuggets are good. I just it's mainly like the 3 best teams right now in the NBA in terms of talent, skill, what we know they can do. It's those 3. And again, I guess you can give a shout out to Philadelphia and Houston and Denver and Utah, and Boston, but it's mainly those 3. It's mainly right now those 3, and good for them. I think the Bucks are going to win too. Again, yeah, it's gonna be tough. What's Giannis gonna be? I mean, you got the Lakers, you have LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have the Clippers, you have Kawhi and Paul George, and in Milwaukee, Giannis and Middleton or Bledsoe, whoever you want to pick as your second best guy there. Is that going to be enough? Psych, Lakers or Bucks. Okay. Psych. Yeah, Lakers. And again, don't roll out the Clippers. Do not roll out the Clippers at all. I mean, the Clippers have beaten the Lakers twice. So, this is going to be a fascinating series. Again, I think Milwaukee comes out of the East. I find it hard to imagine someone's going to lose to them right now. The new Shia LaBeouf movie is underrated. Dante DiVincenzo is doing good. I guess so. The new Shia LaBeouf. What's that movie? Shia LaBeouf film. I haven't heard about this. I've heard about a few others, but is that all right? Shia LaBeouf film. Oh, Honey Boy. I'm assuming it's Honey Boy. Or Peanut Butter Falcon. Oh no, it looks like just Honey Boy. Is that gonna get nominated for anything? All right, Honey Boy. 12-year-old boy. Looks interesting. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I like Shia LaBeouf, but sometimes I didn't like him in Indiana Jones 4, but even Steven. So I'll have to check that out. But this is gonna be a fun Oscar race. This is gonna be an interesting. And Peanut Butter Falcon. Yes. Okay. Yes. Again, he's a good actor. Again, this is gonna be a fun Best Picture race. You got a lot of options here. And no clear winner. At least yet. I mean, Joker. You can't rule out Joker. Marriage Story. Has been getting rave reviews. Jojo Rabbit, I don't know about. Ford versus Ferrari has been getting Knives Out. There's a lot of good choices out there. Star Wars 9. I'm going to take a guess will not be nominated for Best Picture. He's coming into his own pants. Yes. All right, so we got about what is your favorite NBA team? My favorite team is the Knicks, so I hate myself. I hate this team. I hate what they are. I mean, look, if the Nets do well, I'll root for the Nets, but right now it's the Knicks. Right now it's mainly the Knicks, and it's sad. It's awful. What's going on with this Knicks team? I'm sick of Dolan. I'm absolutely sick of James Dolan. He's a terrible owner. I'm sick of Mills and Perry. Adam Driver and the lady who win Judy should win Best Actor and Actress. Yes, Renee Zellweger. Yeah, right now, although Phoenix, they've been talking about Phoenix being Best Actor too. Who's the odds-on favorite right now for Best Actor? I think it's Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix right now is the Best Actor, and Phoenix have been nominated I think 3 times before. So it's like they would give this like a here, congratulations. Although he is great in that movie. So every trailer that I saw him in, I was like, I got like chills every time because he was just such a fantastic actor. And of course, the scene where he's coming down the stairs is. an iconic movie moment already. They're doing pretty good. I know lately it's like, all right, they've been turning it around, but it's just like, what's their record now? I think that they just lost. So, they're losing by 4 right now. Okay, they're 10-24. I mean, gosh, it's just not very impressive overall. And again, they've been getting better since they fired Fizdale, but they're still not what we thought they blew out the Blazers. Yeah, that's good. It's just a lot of concerns. He will win, Joaquin. Yeah, I think right now again I'm leaning towards I think he's gonna win. But so yeah, Joaquin and then Renee, and then supporting actor might. This is also a an NBA reaction and a Best Picture breakdown. Brad Pitt right now is favored to win Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then I think Laura Dern is favored to win Best Supporting Actress for Marriage Story. So yeah, that's what we're leaning on right now. And I guess the Best Director favorite is Martin Scorsese. So Scorsese and Tarantino in the same Best Director category. That is terrific. And that's two all-time greats. That's like LeBron and Kobe going off in the finals. Crash and Slumdog Millionaire, most overrated movies of all time. Crash, everyone hates. Slumdog's fine. Slumdog's fine. I mean, I don't know. Irishman and Joker. Oh yeah. Irishman, everyone's loving. Joker. Joker got a lot of great reception as well. All right, 2000 Oscars. Who was in that? I think it was just. I'm trying to think. Was that just a weak field? I guess maybe you could have gone Frost Nixon. So 2000 Slumdog Millionaire. Okay, Slumdog Millionaire was the next year. Okay, so it was The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Maybe Frost Nixon milked the reader as Slumdog Millionaire. It's not a great. Irishman reminded me Frankie was New York Mafia life. I have no New York Mafia life. Irishman it's just fun seeing those actors together. It's fun seeing De Niro and Pacino on the same screen together. It's awesome. And having Pesci in there. I mean, it's just like it's like an All-Star game. It's like an NBA All-Star game in which all the players are like 60 years old. It's great. Yeah, I love all of them. Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies of all time. So it's good to see all those guys together. Yeah, again, right now, I think Irishman's going to win, but there's no promise. All right, so we got about 3 minutes here because, again, my battery's running low on my computer. So we're going to have to wrap things up here. Again, overall, for Houston, again, James Harden, another triple-double, 44 points, excellent, terrific, and showed his greatness yet again. What are they going to do in the playoffs? We'll see, but that's where we're at right now. And then for the Sixers, it's just the same. It's like, all right, they've lost 4 games in a row now, and every time you think, oh, maybe they've put it together, something like this happens. So you worry about the Sixers. Josiah, bye. Absolutely. Sorry. Yeah. Bye, Josiah. Thank you so much for seeing. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe if you like this. So thank you so much for coming. Yeah. This was a fun game. It was entertaining. Again, you two great offense. When you have a great scoring game like this, when you have someone who is as terrific in scoring, Harden and AD to me. Andre Drummond to the Hawks. Yeah, I've been reading some reports. What's Andre Drummond going to do? Yeah, and Davis is great. What is Andre Drummond going to do? Okay, so yeah, it looks like all right. So they've had serious talks, Atlanta and Detroit, on Drummond. You add him. Look, we've been saying give Trae Young some help. You add that to Trae Young. I mean, look, Atlanta. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but like, all right, that's cool. There's that Joker trailer again. Every time I watch that Joker trailer is the one trailer I always have to watch. It's so new and interesting and like, great job by Todd Phillips. I will subscribe. Thank you, Josiah, so much. Thank you so much for coming along, and see you soon. So. We got about a minute left. Oh, that movie's so good. Oh, gosh. And Phoenix. Oh, he's terrific. So thank you guys again. Legalize Lance Morris. Thank you guys all for coming along. Again, this was another phenomenal performance from James Harden. He's great. He's got. What more do you need to say? James Harden is, again, you question sometimes his shooting, but man, his offense, when he gets going, he is special. He's unlike any player. He's one of the great offensive performers of our time, and he delivered yet again. So we're gonna have to wrap things up here because I'm glitching here. I'm like, see you tomorrow. Absolutely. So thank you guys for watching. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, make sure you subscribe down there below. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back twice tomorrow, right after the Titans and Titans. Right after Texans and oh gosh, I'm messing this up. We're after Texans Bills at around 8 o'clock. Come back here. We'll break down that game. And then after Patriots Titans, come back and we'll break down that game at about 11:30. So a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff here. A lot of stuff to get ready for. The NFL playoffs is here. And oh boy, it's just getting good. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, take care and God bless. No war. Peace and love. Pray. God bless.